Hey, Tom, this Walgreens behind me is where the driver came to buy beer, but the side of this building near that brown fence is where he was arrested. What about all the elbows? Are you afraid of some of the elbows or any of that stuff? Well, I'm going to go back home now in Appleton and go to bed. Shelly, back to you in that warm studio. I'm going to get in my warm bed. See you later. The bicyclists have come and gone here at the O'Connell Funeral Home in Little Shoe, all 30 or so of them, and listen to the welcome that they received when they got here. The doorbuster sales here at the Foxborough Mall are done, but if you look behind me, there are still thousands of people here, and 107 people were displaced by the fire that happened right behind me. I'm going to get my photographer, John, to pan down. This parking lot was all black. It was a blacktop this morning. Now look at it. It's covered in white snow. Before the app, fire rescue would notify Flight for Life using a two-way radio or a cell phone. License to Cruise has shut down College Avenue from Drew to Richmond. Union officials say they are not sure whether or not workers will strike. Right now, we are waiting to hear from Oshkosh Corp.
Look at the snow plows out here. That's a good thing. Those people work hard for us. We should give them a lot of credit. Without them, we would be in a lot of trouble.
I got my answers today. I'm sure. In the beginning, all we wanted to know was where he was.
Rodney Emerson has cried many tears since the disappearance of his friend, Timothy Nance. He credits law enforcement with finding Nance and how he died.
I think the police did a good job. Well, they didn't give up.
The person who did give up, according to police, was Eve Nance. In the criminal complaint, she admitted to shooting her husband, Timothy, twice in the chest after an altercation involving extramarital affairs. Fond du Lac police say an autopsy shows differently.
The autopsy has revealed that Mr. Nance died as a result of 2 gunshot wounds to the head.
According to the criminal complaint, the shooting took place in the couple's Fond du Lac home on November 1st. Nance reported Timothy missing on the 5th. On Thanksgiving Day, Nance told police she disposed of Tim's new body by herself in a wooded area of a Milwaukee neighborhood. Police did arrest Nance and her sister because of evidence in the case, but Tina Yule was released from jail on Monday.
There have been no agreements made in the case.
Police also say Eve admitted to disposing of several pieces of evidence, including a gun along Highway 41. According to police, this case is not closed.
She go to court, I'll be there. She gets sentenced, I'll be there. She go to prison, I'll be watching the bus take her there.
At this point, Nance's body has not been buried. His friends tell us that could happen maybe a week or two, but whenever it does, they will be there in attendance. In Fond du Lac, Donald Robinson, Local 5 News, HD. Hey, Tom, this Walgreens behind me is where the driver came to buy beer, but the side of this building near that brown fence is where he was arrested thanks to the help of a customer. Poor balance and the failing of this breathalyzer caused Appleton police to arrest this Lamers bus driver for OWI.
It's actually very scary because I think we entrust our children with the school bus and through the district.
Rebecca Salvinson is a parent at Johnston Elementary School. She was shocked to learn a driver that dropped students off at Johnston was arrested outside this Walgreens on Calumet near 441.
To me, there should be a camera on every school bus, and it should be directed, yes, at the children who may be misbehaving and at the bus drivers.
If that's the case, maybe someone would have noticed this beer can on the floor of the bus just below a baby seat. However, it was a customer at the Walgreens who called police and reported an odor of alcohol coming from the 51-year-old man. They also reported that he was buying more to drink and that he was headed behind the wheel of the school bus.
The driver did not have any children on the bus. This was a situation that occurred after the school route.
Kevin Lamers runs the bus company. He says he's not sure how many beers the driver had after his route. We do know the driver starts at 7 a.m. and finishes just after 8:15.
The manager at the location felt he seemed fine when he left for his school route. And then again, there was an adult that's not an employee of Lamers that was on this bus during the school route. And that person stated nothing unusual at all.
The driver started his second tour of employment with Lamers in August of 2012, but company officials say he's now suspended and will never drive for them again if convicted.
This is something that's totally not acceptable, and the driver will be dealt with accordingly.
And as for the Walgreens customer that reported the situation, plenty of people in the community are thankful.
I would like to give them a big hug and say thank you.
There were some 20 students on the school bus when it arrived at Johnston Elementary School. Good morning, Rich. This is real early for me. Let me tell you, we're out here at Shopko at the Bay Square Mall and at Schwab Anon, where the doors will open here at 6 a.m. and there are plenty of discounts to be had. Let me tell you, it's a change from the past years when stores would wait until early in the morning on Black Friday to open. Then it was later on Thanksgiving Day, but more and more retailers are turning to opening the doors early on Thanksgiving Day to get shoppers to buy their holiday gifts from them. Shopko is just one of those stores. Kmart opened up this morning at 6 a.m. as well. And, of course, Walmart, they rarely ever close their doors, so they're open right now. Also, this evening, Toys R Us will open their doors at 5. Target and Kohl's will open their doors at 8. The stores here at the mall will open about 8 as well. A lot of the stores like Macy's will be open. And so there's plenty of shopping to be had here on Thanksgiving Day.